Hi students, welcome back to Google Classroom Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. How are you children? Hope you all are fine over there. Today we will start with History Chapter 1, What, Where, How and When. Before entering into the chapter, you have to know about history. Studying history enables us to develop better understanding of the world in which we live. And at the same time, it also helps us to build knowledge and understanding of historical events and trends, especially over the past century. Now, let's move to the chapter. Here in this chapter, you will learn how do we find about what happened yesterday or year before or 100 years before. When you are studying about the past, we can find out about the lives of hunters, herders, merchants, rulers, etc. Children, do you know where did the earliest people live?
The earliest people have lived along the banks of Narmada river for several 100,000 years. And some of the people who lived here were skilled hunters and gatherers. They collected roots, fruits and other forest produce for their food and also hunted animals. Therefore, they lived near forest. Thereafter, they lived as settled agriculturists. That means they settled down at a particular place and started agriculture. Areas such as Sulaiman and Kirdar hills, women and men first began to grow crops such as wheat and barley about 8,000 years ago. And the places where rice was first grown in north of the Vindhyas. Then the people also began rearing animals like sheep, goat and cattle. In this way, they started to live in villages. Now look at this India's map. Try to trace the river Indus and Ganga river. About 4,700 years ago, some of the earliest cities flourished on the banks of river Indus. Later, about 2,500 years ago, cities developed on the banks of the Ganga. Then the area south of the Ganga was known as Magadha. Its rulers were very powerful and they set up a large kingdom. Kingdoms were set up in other parts of the country also.
Later, people traveled from one part of the subcontinent to another parts. Do you know what is the reason behind the movement of the people from one place to another?
The main reasons are men and women moved in search of livelihood. And they also moved to escape from natural disasters like flood, drought, etc. They moved to conquer other lands. Besides, merchants traveled from place to place for trade purpose. Religious teachers walked from village to village to propagate religious message. That means they walked from village to village to spread religious message. And finally, some people traveled for adventure and discover new and exciting places. But the hills, mountains like Himalayas, deserts, rivers and seas made journeys dangerous and difficult at times. Still, they moved from place to place. All these movements led to the sharing of ideas between the people, and it also helped to enrich our cultural traditions. In this way, people have shared new ways of carving stone, composing music, and even cooking food over several hundreds of years. From all these, we learn about the beginning of human life.
So students, I hope all of you understood the concept clearly. And please note that the related URLs, notes of the lesson and test paper are also attached along with the class. Make use of these available materials. Study well and attend the test paper without fail. That's all for today. Thank you.